Morning, lads. Yeah, slept really well last night, but digging all those yams yesterday really tired me out, so I'm pretty sore. Pretty standard day, just checking traps and snares, keeping cool and working on this construction project. So hopefully I get a bit done, but I'll be taking it relatively easy. Yeah, just because I'm a bit sore. Yams taste alright. They're really bland. It's kind of like a stringy, bland potato. But yeah, it's solid food and could be a lot worse. So yeah, I think that's about it. So let's get to it. Danger of the day. So this is an eating danger, not necessarily a running into danger, but yeah, it's the Moreton Bay chestnut or the Moreton Bay black bean. Pretty sure it's still Moreton Bay black bean, even though we're nowhere near Moreton Bay. Yeah, quite a large seed pod, and inside you'll find beans like this, quite large. And your immediate thought might be, oh, I'll give a go eating this or something, but they are pretty toxic. They've got a very potent alkaloid in them, which will mess you up for a few days. Probably won't kill you directly anyway, but yeah, really not one to eat untreated anyway. Aboriginals did treat it by baking it and then pounding it and then soaking it in a river for a few days and then baking it again and then eating it. But yeah, when colonialists first got here, they tried eating it raw and then got really sick, and they tried boiling it and got really sick. So yeah, a general rule, or a good general rule for the bush, is don't eat beans. For the Australian bush anyway. I know of two that you can eat, raw anyway and untreated, but for the most part beans are going to be toxic, so it's a good one to stay away from. So yeah, just give you another look at it again. These are very common and they produce a lot of beans, so yeah, if you're in Australia you'll probably run across one if you're on the east coast. But yeah, there you go. Righto, survival tip of the day, and that is to always have a lighter handy. So this is the one that I hiked in with, and I got a bit of fire starting material there. I knew that I was going to get rained on, so they are super useful. You're going to save a ton of energy rather than trying to start friction fires or even using matches. A lighter can dry out, matches can't really dry out once they get proper wet. So yeah, always bring a lighter with you, keep a couple in your car. Yeah, they just save so much time, and yeah, you really can't afford to be wasting that amount of energy just on making a fire. So yeah, there you go. So the obvious question is, why did I do all this? Because I can, and you can't, yet. Call me Virgil, leading you through the perspective hell that is survival in outback Australia. Let's get around it. Yep, so I've just found some Dioscorea bulbifera, and I'll just show you the difference between this and the winged yam that I actually harvested. So the leaves are pretty similar, so large heart-shaped leaves, but you see on the stem that it's round. It doesn't have those fleshy ridges. So this is a cheeky yam, and yeah, they require special treatment before you can eat the tubers. I'll describe that a little bit later, but yeah, this is what the round yam or the cheeky yam vine looks like. Yeah, just having a think, and although life here is good, it could be better. So I think I'm going to start a multi-day sort of construction project, making a better shelter, probably an off-ground one this time, one that will last me the rest of the trip, and yeah, be a bit more comfortable. So gonna be a big job, but yeah, let's get started. From here to the stars with my candy bars, rides a kid with a knack for invention. Superpowered mind, mechanical canine, rescues the day from sure destruction. This is the theme song for Jimmy Neutron. What happened to that show, eh? Oh man, childhood, so good. Righto, just checked the traps for the last time today. It's late afternoon, so day's definitely slowing down. I caught a massive eel, so that'll sort me for today and tomorrow. So it looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. That's always nice. They don't taste the best, but yeah, it's solid food. I'm not going to say no to food, so it's pretty good. I'll cook that up with some yams tonight, and yeah, should have a solid meal. So yeah, let's get to it. Just while I'm peeling these yams for the stew, I'll just tell you about how to treat cheeky yams. So traditionally they'll be grated with a seashell or a stone knife or something, and put in a dilly bag and then left in a creek for a few days, at least 24 hours. And then after that they'd be taken out and baked in a fire, in a slow fire, so it's not going to burn it, and then they'd be edible. It's a little bit different with the Polynesian arrowroot because they're a bit more toxic, so they'd be soaked for several days and baked and then soaked again and then baked and then eaten. So there really should be more available foods when you're in a survival situation, and usually where there's cheeky yam, there'll be winged yam like this guy growing in the area. So yeah, it's best not to take any chances, but if you really need to, that's how you treat it. Just in for an afternoon swim, and I have a ton of fish and tadpoles all over me. I feel a little bit like a fallopian tube.